wearing a fancy shirt.
We need Magic
this-
Mike, so it could be
this
Magic
probably
Mike
won't-
in
that
back
probably won't be
and
in the
fancy
thing.
shirt.
This side of the when we do live streams from here, it's always
It's always closer.
well, yeah, so you can't get as many props,
Oh.
but that's okay.
But we can have a wider table.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
put
There
we
another
go.
thing
How's
up
that?
next
That's
to
better
it.
than a poke in the eye, right?
Yeah, I think so. Man, we look good.
Are we ready to go?
I think it classes the whole thing up. I think this is going to be the classiest one we've ever done.
I think it's going to be too.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's
Yeah,
push
we're
the push.
going.
Oh, we are.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha! Hey everybody, this is Matt, and we're at Texas Toast Guitars, and it's Sunday, and it's Fancy Shirt Day. As y'all can tell, I don't have anything on my sleeves. I don't have any. You.
I don't really know what to tell you.
I don't know
Sorry.
either. We both are wearing. These are from Rock Mount shirts
Right here in Denver.
Right here in Denver, Colorado.
Been
And
around since what, the 1800s?
for a long time, this is what the Cowboys
At the same
wore.
place.
It's exactly what Cowboys wore. Real live Cowboys wore
Papa
these.
Jack started
every
the
day.
company right before World War II, I believe.
Oh.
Is that
Okay.
when Nudie got born and decided that
Probably
things
about
need
that
to be
same time,
fancy?
Yeah.
Did you say this is exactly like they wore back in the olden times?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
18
so, yeah, Rod's like,
1850s, yeah.
damn, I feel underdressed.
You
You are.
You didn't know it was Fancy Shirt Day. Yeah, I have way too much beard for this shirt, and so do you. But anyway, here we go.
No, I turned mine back.
Did you? I didn't
Yeah, he
see.
did.
I
He
didn't.
totally did. He looks all groomed and shit. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that
manscaped
far.
his face.
I wouldn't go that far.
So anyway, Chris, I am beat. I am exhausted. I don't know about you, but guys, we just finished up one of our 5-day build your own. This was build a classic Strat. And great bunch of guys. They all put in work, lots and lots of work. You've probably seen, oh, we don't have the sign turned on. You probably saw the reveal video where we showed you all of their guitars. So you know the kind of work that those guys put in. But man, it takes a lot out of me because it's a lot of work
is.
every day of the 5-day class.
Yeah, and there's always a little bit of downtime, so the guys can kind of, sit and chill.
Yeah.
There's no downtime for us.
No.
Because we're, waiting for the next guy to cut off his hand or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, no one cut off their hand.
No.
No safety issues. Everybody got a really neat guitar.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't without issue. And a couple of you guys have asked. So our guitar that we made, we always make a guitar along with the class.
And this time we decided that we were going to finish our guitar with them.
Yeah.
A lot of times we don't do that.
We weren't going to go off the reservation with paint or anything. So, so this is our guitar, and you'll notice it doesn't have a bridge. And the reason that it doesn't, and you'll also notice it doesn't have a Texas Toast headstock. The reason so let's talk about that. Why does it not have a TTG headstock? Because there were some streaks in the wood right here where the headstock was. And we're like, let's just cut that off and do like one of those kind of Sir guitars. And so that's mildly amusing. So since we're not putting our name on it, it's like, okay, we'll do whatever.
I do what I want.
I do what
It's
I
my
want.
body.
So, and we did a burst with exactly the same finish that the guys got. We got exactly the same oil finish on the neck, all the same parts. But you'll notice that ours doesn't have a bridge. And some people have asked me about why it doesn't have a bridge. And I don't have my danger glasses. These were the bridges that, oh, thank you, love. So these were the bridges that we ended up going with. Now, they had bent steel saddles. So they had bent steel saddles, a great big block. They had a push-in arm with an adjustable little wrench there to adjust the tension on the arm. And they checked all the boxes of like what you could do for a cool trim. And they weren't giving them away, but they weren't overly expensive. So what happened was we noticed that a couple of things. One, you'll notice that this little screw isn't up high enough to bend the bar and actually adjust it. So you had to pull the thing out to adjust it. These bent steel saddles were probably at the we're probably at the end of the tool life, and the height adjustment screws were wiggling around in them.
They were also all the same length.
Yeah, so we couldn't get the right, and we weren't going with like
They weren't
7
all long.
1/4 or anything.
Yeah.
It was 10-inch radius.
Yeah. So the first thing we did was swap a bunch of screws on saddles.
The first thing we did was strung everything up.
Yeah. By Friday at noon, the slogan was "In tune by noon," and all the guitars were strung up and in tune. They weren't set up yet,
Yeah.
but by 12:45, every guitar was in tune.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we were like, "Man, this is gonna be
a breeze.
we're gonna eat some lunch, and then we're gonna start setting them up, and
Yeah.
we'll be done by 3:30
Yeah.
at the latest."
7 o'clock rolls around and we're still working.
Seemed
Man,
like
it wasn't
it.
quite
Yeah,
that
it wasn't
bad.
quite that. But so the first thing we
So
did.
well, so
Go ahead.
what we ended up doing is we swapped out the saddles with some other saddles that we had. The other thing was so the adjustment set screw here, not 100% exactly where it needed to be. Okay. Saddles, all right, we swapped out the saddles. Then we had to restring these things a bunch of times, and we noticed that the strings were stuck in the block.
Every last one of them.
Every last one of them. And one guy, it had this weird, like, chorus effect on the low E. And we were like, well, we know it's not because it needs a string guide. We know it's not the nut. So we start checking off all the things that it could be. And this block was the last that we switched saddles. We checked the nut. We fretted it ahead of the nut to make sure it wasn't the nut. Pushed, not that you need a string guide on a low E, but if you needed, if we needed to do something like maybe the nut needed to have like an angle, we checked everything off, and we came down to the only thing was the block. We think maybe there was something that was allowing the string ball to move around in there. So this was the one that was on John's guitar, and we took the one that was on our guitar and put it on John's. Problem went away. So that's why ours doesn't have a bridge. Now,
What's the compounded bridge?
It's the confounded bridge. So I have ordered a new bridge for our guitar, and it's a Goto 6-hole bridge. So you'll notice that this has a 6-hole layout. So I ordered a Goto 6-hole bridge, but it had to be 2 1/8.
Which is the odd man out on Strat
Yeah.
6-hole bridges.
So what that
There's not
means
very
is
many of
2
them.
1/8 from center of the mounting hole E to center of the mounting hole E.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of an expensive bridge. It's like $115. And if you get it from StewMac, it's $115. If you get it on Reverb, it's $115 to $120. If you get it on Amazon, it's $129. So don't give me the StewMac is a lot more expensive. No, it's a really expensive bridge.
What pickups are in that?
I can't remember some.
It looks like a
they're
Alnico-
Alnico
Alnico 5s, yeah.
something. So.
It's Alnico 5.
So I think we learned a lot during this
did.
class.
So what we discovered was there's no middle ground for hardware. As a result, yesterday I went in and I changed Build a Classic Strat to be everything is Hipshot hardware. Hipshot tuners, Hipshot bridge. And if we would have used Hipshot bridges, what would have happened?
Everything would have gone exactly as planned, maybe even faster.
Yeah. Now, the downside to having everything be Hipshot is the price had to go up. So the price went up a little bit. But if you come to right now, there used to be 3 Build a Classic Strat classes in 2021.
Yeah.
Now there's only 1. I took a bunch out because of some new classes that got added. If you guys want to attend the Build a Classic Strat, it's a little bit more money than the first guys, but you get better components. And I think, but other than that, the guitars turned out really, really great. So this guitar will be, as soon as we get the bridge for this one, this will be for sale at some point. And we'll do a reveal on it too.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was a bummer that that one little piece caused us so much issue when when it's
The-
easily remedied for the next class.
The funny thing was the bridge, the replacement bridge for this that fits a 2 1/8 screw space, I think I'm paying $115 for it. The hip shot stuff, we actually get a break on that. Those
Yeah.
are we get those for less than that.
Less than
and it's
that.
and I don't care who you are, you're not making a bridge as good as hip shot.
No.
You know what I mean? Not for what do you had one of those Callahan bridges. What was the deal with that?
Well, it's just supposed to be the top end vintage styled.
Did you have any
Bridge.
issues at all with
No,
that went
all
together
the
pretty
threads are-
fast? didn't it?
and really, I think the problem with a lot of this stuff, and we were talking about this earlier, is you can have a fairly cheap telly bridge
Yeah.
that still functions
Yeah.
pretty well because there's just not a lot of moving parts on a telly bridge. There's half the number of adjustment of radius adjustment screws.
Yeah.
It goes through a big giant, 1/4 inch or even bigger diameter brass piece or
Yeah.
steel piece or aluminum, whatever. And it's stamped and it's just too flimsy.
Yeah.
And if you don't have really good threads, it just sort of wobbles apart and
Yep.
strips itself out.
Yep.
And so, and unfortunately, Strats have more stuff too.
They just
So
do.
They just have a little bit more stuff, so it costs a little bit more to put one together.
Well, yeah,
I
so
don't
they
know
have
why
one more
Fenders are
pickup.
the
They have
same,
one
yeah.
more potentiometer. They have
Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
Question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Battle Axe made a comment.
Hey, Sam.
Are you sitting on opposite sides? I think you're sitting on the same sides as you always do.
We
I don't
usually,
know.
yeah, but sometimes when we sit over there, I sit on the
Chris
opposite
sits on my
side.
left. You're
It
right.
depends on the workbench that they're
Really, it
sitting
depends
at.
on shirts.
On fancy shirt jacket.
It really depends on fancy
So there's a
shirts.
suggestion that needs to light up, and I'm like, dude, it's totally bedazzled, but
Yeah, yeah.
LEDs
Yeah, can
would
you-
be fucking cool.
Can you
You can have
see?
like the Clark Griswold Christmas vacation shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be awesome. Yeah,
So Thanksgiving's
Or
coming up,
batteries.
Chris. Are you going to wear your fancy shirt to Thanksgiving?
all day long. Yeah.
So we tried out a couple of other tools at the Build a Classic Strat. One was this nut slotting gauge. The new ones from StewMac have a digital readout versus the old ones which have the dial indicator.
Which I trust more.
Yeah, I like the dial. I think I like the dial better, but you cannot get them anymore. I'm sure you can get a dial indicator, but you can get these guys. And what did you think? Did you have any issues with the
No, I
the
liked
digital?
it. I am kind of with Mrs. Toast where I trust the dial because I can see it move.
And you never know how low the battery is on the digital,
Yeah.
and it could be like, meh, I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
this.
Yeah, but I'm going to use the digital one until I'm really really good with it.
Yeah, I think so. The digital one is okay. And so if you guys are wondering, StewMac now has these dial gauges you can retrofit. If you like the digital better than the dial, you can get the digital one and put it on your old dial setup.
On your base. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so that worked out pretty well. And so expect a full report on that coming in video form soon. And expect a full report on the new Goto bridge that I've got coming
That's going to be a winner.
coming soon as well. Yeah. Don't do that. So let's see. What else, Chris? What was one of your takeaways from the class thing? What did
Well, so in typical me fashion, I'm ready to do another one next week with all the changes that we want to make.
Oh, are you?
in the
Okay.
class,
Are
yeah.
you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, not really, but
But-
I want to do another one, and I have lots of ideas
Okay.
on how we can tweak little things here and there that are just going to make it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
And some things that we should have probably done. We had a bad switch. I should have probably double checked all the
Yeah.
pre-wired pick guards, even
Yep.
though somebody else is supposed to do that at the factory.
Yeah.
But we know how that works.
You can't
and,
trust people to do shit.
No,
No.
I guess you really can't, and that was a little bit of a bummer. Yeah, just little tweaks, little things, but it went really, really smoothly for 4 1/3 days,
Yeah.
and I like and each class, we learn more and more about teaching, and they just keep getting better and better and better. And they started out fantastic, so now it's just
Yeah.
it's like yeah.
It's just like fucking phenomenal.
How much more better could it get?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
there's no
that
limits.
I think that the Build a Telly and Build a Strat classes are going to be are really going to be super popular for 2021. But the next class that we have is the next thing that we have is we have a private deal with Andy the Saint is coming out for a week.
He'll be here this time next
This
week.
time next week he'll
Next
be
week
here.
already?
Yep.
He may even make
Jesus
an appearance on
freaking
camera.
Christ.
He may. You never know.
Might be 3 of us sitting here in
So-
fancy shirts.
Ooh, yeah, we'll all have fancy shirts. So anyway, that'll be fun. But the next big 5-day class that's open to all comers is our Build a Classic Set Neck guitar class. That one I'm really looking forward to because it's all woodwork.
When is it?
It's in January.
So I can start getting nervous for it.
Start getting nervous for it. Yeah. That is really one of those classes that you kind of got to have you need a little bit of experience. I recommend it. It's not an entry
Woodworking
level
experience or
Yeah.
guitar building
A
experience?
little 6 of one, half dozen of the other would be good. So yeah, if you are interested in the Build a Classic Set Neck guitar class, that's up on the website and you can go check it out. I'm really looking forward to that one. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
Doug
Hey, Doug.
Santaniello is very sad because he just threw in some money for a beer fund and he
Oh.
was crying about he wished he lived closer.
I wish Doug lived closer too, because we could go get Mexican food at
You
that
don't
place
have to
that
cross
we like.
an ocean to get here. I don't
No, that's
think.
true. But he lives almost as far as you have to cross an ocean to get here.
He
Where's
lives
that?
About
Like Florida.
About as far away as you can be.
Yeah.
Without.
And still
leaving
be
the
in the
country.
country. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he probably flies over the ocean
I
a little
think
bit.
the saddest thing is that he lives in Florida.
Hey, I don't know. I've never.
don't
They
been to
have flying
Florida.
cockroaches that aren't afraid of the light.
Well, I don't know. So anyway, thank you, Doug. Chris, we've got big news today
We do.
about what's coming up this week.
We do.
Yes, we do. So as you know, Thanksgiving is right around the corner. And you know what happens after Thanksgiving?
Yeah. I usually want to take a nap.
yeah. No, this is not a tryptophan thing. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, just Andy just like threw down $15 for apparently no reason. Just
Well, hey, Andrew, we're looking forward to having Andrew come out
Yep.
and
Bring your fancy shirt.
bring your fancy shirt because we're wearing them every
Are you guys
day.
gonna switch shirts?
No.
At some time in the
No.
no. Okay.
Not gonna wash it.
There's
I mean, how can you wash this
You
shirt?
can't wash this
This
shirt.
is a professional dry cleaned only
Dry
kind
clean
of a
only,
garment.
yes.
I'm
ma'am.
sorry, I have a little sidebar.
Okay.
There was a question earlier, way earlier in the. Don't do that.
Okay, go.
Okay. Well, stop it.
Quick talk. Start talking, or else I'm going to start.
Well, someone asked if you're ever going to do a bass build video, and I can't even remember the last time you built a bass.
Video or class?
A video.
We've got several
Or
bases
that
going
that
on.
was going to springboard my next
Mm-hmm.
thought was that I'm sure a lot of people would like to build their own bass.
Yep. Low battery.
Oh man, Chris, come on now.
Okay. Sorry, guys. We had a little issue there. Did that pop up on yours as a break
Yeah,
in service
a
carry
little-
in?
you
No,
can
I'm
usually
fine.
hear the sound, but it doesn't. Yeah.
Oh,
And I'm trying something new.
Okay.
Where the camera might not get overheated.
Okay.
I didn't carry it around in my pocket for the hour leading up to this thing.
You put it in the fridge.
I put it in the fridge. Yeah, that doesn't work either. They can get too
Yeah.
cold and they stop working then too.
Anyway, so the day after Thanksgiving is we are having. Hold on, wait a minute. Generally speaking, in this country, the day after Thanksgiving is in my opinion, the busiest shopping day of the year. And you have probably seen and heard of Black Friday. That's not just the Steely Dan song. That's also, for some reason, I don't know why they call it Black Friday. Why don't they call it, Mega Sale Friday?
I
or
know why.
something? Why?
Because that's the day that all the stores will, no matter what you do, you come out of the red and into the black on the balance
Okay. So we are going to have our this will be the second year we've done it. Mega super huge Black Friday sale, and we've got lots and lots and lots of stuff to sell. So every guitar that we have in stock, we've got to make room. We got to get rid of some of the older models to make they're taking up valuable showroom space.
Those 2020s aren't. Yeah.
Now, there's gonna be deep discounts on every guitar in stock. Now there's not a lot of them. I think there's 5 or 6, but every guitar that's in stock, ready to ship, is going to be deeply discounted. And we're going to do what we call the the Black Friday deal reveal is actually going to be on Wednesday from Flipside Music, the great American guitar store. We are going to be live at Flipside on Wednesday.
Live at 5.
Is it going to?
probably.
Yeah, probably in the 5 o'clock. I don't know when it's going to be. We'll have to get
Probably
with Ike.
somewhere around there.
But Ike's got a bunch of stuff that you can that he's going to have ready for Black Friday. And if you use, there's going to be a Texas Toast code. So we're going to have a deal with Flipside for like stuff that they have that's on sale. We're going to have a bunch of guitars that are on sale. And we're also going to be offering all of the archive videos. Those are going to be on super cool, huge, mega sale too. But wait, there's more. You sent me a message yesterday about what we could do for Black Friday. What do you think that? Tell everyone what that is.
I was watching our reveal from last Friday, and I was joking with one of the guys, Steve, and I said, "Well, what are you going to build the next time you come?" And he said, "Oh, the next time I want to do this class." And I thought, it's really cool that he came out for this one. Let's give him some incentive to come back. So we're gonna give a discount to returning.
That's right.
Members.
So all of the classes that we have scheduled for 2021, and there's going to be more of them by Wednesday, guys, because I've got 2 or 3 special ones that I'm making the website or the web page now for. All of those are going to be discounted for people, but if you're a returning student, you get an even deeper discount for signing up for a class between the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and the Friday after Thanksgiving. So our Black Friday is going to be 3 days long. And that was your idea too. You're like, well, we can't tell people about this. Like, there's going to be this deal. And then they wake up at 5 in the morning and like try to get it or something. You know what I mean?
I'd kind of come around to that idea.
Well, it was your idea to do it all on Wednesday.
You put the turkey in on Thursday morning,
And
then you start looking for deals, something
Well,
like that.
our Black Friday stuff is actually going to be Black Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And
Black Friday coming this Wednesday.
coming this Friday, and Wednesday and Thursday.
And Saturday too.
We are not Saturday. It's going to be
Until it's all
absolutely going to
gone.
be
It'll be all
done
gone by
on Friday.
Yeah.
And we're going to be doing that again live. Deal reveal at Flipside Music, and Ike from Flipside is going to have some amazing deals too. So if you guys are waiting to buy guitar stuff, that's going to be when you want to do it. And maybe we can get the wildly entertaining Dylan from Flipside Music to help us out with your top 10 guitar. Remember that one time we did that?
Come on, man.
We did top 10 gift items for guitars players, and Dylan helped us out with that. And I think we're gonna need to have a different host for that one. So anyway, so guys, be ready for that's in a couple of days. I don't even know what day it is. It's Sunday.
Man,
okay.
yeah. Yesterday was weird because they took it off, and I've taking a Saturday off. It seems weird now.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday was infuriating for me.
Yeah.
So, Mrs. Toast, is there anybody who has there any questions that we can answer? or-
Just the one that I found that rang a bell with me was about the bass.
Okay.
Build a bass thing.
Oh.
And then there's a lot of discussion about your shirts and how cool you
Ah.
are, and you like the Tres Amigos, but I'm like, what is Dos Amigos?
We're Los
and apparently
guys.
Los guys.
Yeah.
You didn't. No, they didn't dress that well.
No, they didn't.
And they really want you to have matching pants on.
How do you know we
and
don't have matching pants
I
on?
said that Chris had
How do you know we have pants on?
Yeah.
cutoffs for life.
I need a chain, I think.
No, like a Pauly D chain.
No, like because remember
Like
the
a Scugine?
no. What you really don't get this shirt, do you? This baby's wasted on you. So anyway, okay, moving forward, Chris, what is the live stream about today? What are we even talking about?
What did we call it? Oh, guitars we're thankful for.
and Black Friday deals.
Yeah.
Okay,
for
so
Thanksgiving, we decided, guitars we're thankful for.
You know what I have something that I'm thankful for that's not a guitar.
Okay.
We have a new hater.
Sweet.
This guy is
Oh,
Oh.
my God.
he.
Is this
So much energy expended on
wordsmith?
hate.
Yeah, so we have a new hater who is also a wordsmith, and he is really erotic and talks about going to the bathroom a lot and oh yeah, so this guy
And
so
it's cockandballs.com. What the fuck
yeah,
is
so
that?
so here's what he does. He goes to the website and he sends me hate mail through the website. You know, it's easy to send me hate mail on YouTube, but he actually puts in the work. He goes to the website, goes to our contact us form, makes a new email address, and makes a new like because it comes from a different thing. He's probably like a what you know those like young kids who are real into computers. He's probably that guy. And or he's probably
Like young
real-
kids now or young kids in the early
I don't know.
80s?
This guy can't be over 15. There's no way. And so what I imagine is like he's really into Ben Crow or something, and so he sits around his computer and then and does these things, and he hates us for some reason. He hates us enough to send us an ass load of hate mail to me personally. And he just goes off, and it's
I can't believe
so
you don't have
bad.
one ready to read.
I don't want to read one because I don't want to give him any. I don't want to give him any satisfaction in that.
It's
regard,
hilarious,
but
though.
yeah.
I
My
can
favorite
pick
part
them
was
apart.
his descriptions for us.
Mm-hmm.
One of you looks like and the other one looks like
Yeah, what was a leprechaun
One of them was a hungover
gynecologist?
walrus.
Yeah,
And the other one was a leprechaun gynecologist. I don't know what that looks like.
yeah, I don't either.
I know what a hungover walrus looks like, or I
Do
can
you
imagine
remember
that.
we used to get email on YouTube from like that known Satanist who told us he set someone on fire that one time? This
Yeah,
guy, it
because our
reminds me
floor,
of
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah.
He's what?
Because of our floor? That was
Oh,
the-
that's
that was
right,
part of
because
the
our
whole deal.
floor is a checkerboard.
Yeah, I wonder if I'm gonna try it tonight. I'm gonna see if I can send you some hate mail
Hmm?
with a email address that's just made up. That's not an actual that I didn't even have to go
and make a
make
real,
a real one.
Yeah,
I
could
bet
very.
you
You can probably
can.
just write whatever you want.
Yeah, that's what I
there.
think. Yeah.
But he has to
So-
do it every time.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
So he has to
yeah.
go to the website, go to the thing, type in all this stuff, and you know what? He probably works on it really hard.
He does. Yeah,
There's
you
a
can
lot
tell.
of alliteration.
There is a lot. Yeah, and it's not just you suck, get a job.
Yeah.
There's it's
Hey, I have a question
paragraph.
for
It's
you.
a-
Why are you guys such dorks? It's nothing like that. It's real. He really goes in detail.
Yeah, and he takes exception to the guitars that we make, and wonders if we can make other things.
What was up with the floor, the like elementary school asbestos floor tiles? What was the
Oh,
it was
it's
like, it was like
some
mason or
The
something?
yeah.
check- the
Someone thinks
checkerboard
that
is,
that the place that we rented that's had this floor since before we knew this place existed. Yeah, it's some sort of a
May have had it before we were born.
May-
Even
I don't
you
know.
I think we were probably like in 4th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't
Sounds
know.
about right.
I think this place is old.
yeah.
The
So
floor is definitely a
Yeah.
70s asbestos.
they're not asbestos.
No? Okay, they're not that old. Then.
So
No,
anyway,
they could be that old. Not everything was asbestos. Asbestos tiles typically aren't 12 inches.
Oh, that's
They're
true.
usually
They were a little,
smaller,
They're usually
yeah,
smaller.
like
Yeah, they're
like
usually
8 or
10,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
but anyway, so I'm thankful that we have a new hater who God, he hates us so much.
Yeah, makes you
it's-
feel kind of good, doesn't it?
It kind of does.
To know
yeah.
that because as much hate as this guy has, there's probably somebody that likes us that much.
I don't know about that.
I think that's probably true. Yeah.
It's funny though, like when you think about like when you hate someone, hate and love are like really, really close emotionally.
It's very passionate. It's either way.
There
it's
is
very
a passion. That's
behind it.
right. Because if like I'm just indifferent, that's the opposite of that. But yeah,
That's what I mean. That's what I mean is if
Yeah.
if nobody watched these things and it was just you and me sitting here and
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
we didn't hear anything from anybody either side, I could guarantee that nobody hates us that much and nobody likes us that much.
Yeah, I'm betting that there'll be, and he'll send like 3 or 4 a day. So I bet you there'll be a bunch tomorrow morning
Yeah.
when I wake up.
Oh
yeah.
man.
They're good. They are good. Yep. So he's
Hungover
doing well in his
walrus.
English class that he's probably failing. Anyway, so Chris, what guitars are you thankful for?
What guitars am I thankful
You had all
for?
day to think about
I
this.
did have
I
time.
have no. I want to know what you guys
do you
think,
have
too.
a guitar that you're thankful for? I really I'm thankful that I get to make the guitars that I want to make. And there's lots of cool guitars in the world, and I get to make whatever I want.
Yeah, yeah. I had a different take on this.
Okay.
You had a really
That was lame.
You had a nice thing
Thanks.
that you had to say.
Thanks.
I am thankful for the BC Rich Seagull guitar. Are you familiar at all with that one?
The Seagull. I think if you showed me a picture. Oh, that's the one with
That's the one with the point
horn
that-
that comes up at you.
Yeah. You can tell Bernie Rico was a classical guitar builder because he was like, everybody should play like this, and if they should never lean over, and if they do, they should get poked with a point.
With a horn.
Oh, and you know what else I'm thankful for? I'm thankful for the Ibanez Cloud guitar that the guy from Devo had. Do you remember that one?
Was that the Les Paul with the horn that was turned upside down?
That was the one from Whip It, and that was also an Ibanez, but yeah, it was everything was a Les Paul except the horn didn't go like
and he
like
says
a
it broke
went
off and he
boink.
glued it on backwards.
No, they made it for him like that.
At some point, that was the story, though.
Oh, okay. I've
that-
never ever seen a
he had
Gibson
a-
Les Paul that had a horn busted off.
Yeah, well, maybe somebody cut it off or something. And
there
really,
was-
that's probably what
Probably,
if there's an
yeah.
earlier iteration.
There was one though that was shaped like clouds, but it had binding and was a carved top, and it was basically a Les Paul. It was made by Ibanez, and it was, I can't remember what video it was in. Girl You Want, maybe, I don't know. But if you look up, there's a fun story behind that because he ended up selling the guitar and then he got it back, and yeah. Yes, Carrie.
So SS says
Hey, SS.
that he's thankful for every guitar that lost the GGBO 2020 to Texas Toast.
Oh!
God bless those mediocre axes.
Ouch.
Ouch, I
Ouch.
know.
And SS makes a comeback.
Hey,
He hasn't been here a whole lot.
speaking of
been chatting a
SS and
lot.
speaking of Black Friday deal reveal, are we going to do a Black Friday thing on shirts?
I hit him up on that yesterday, I think, and I hope that we
Oh,
can make that
SS
happen.
did the
He made the logo,
what we
yeah.
do in the shadows.
Among other things, yeah.
The Smith Brothers cough medicine.
Yeah.
The-
Yeah,
the
that one.
cough
Yeah,
drops.
we're getting
that was awesome.
that artwork finalized, and I'm hoping that we can do that because that would be a really fun thing to do for Black
Super
Friday.
fun, you
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah,
It'll
but I think we
Great
should do
time.
Black
sure
Friday
we'll-
deal
I'm sure
for,
we'll get
for
it.
everything on Teespring too.
Yeah, we could do that.
Why not, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, SS said it's in the email.
There you go. I kind of figured since he was here. Yeah, that's cool. Good. Thank you so much for your hard work on that logo.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll make that, and we'll make it a Christmas deal and a holiday deal.
Critman?
Critman deal. A holiday
stocking
deal. I
stuffer.
don't want to leave out other people.
Yeah.
Happy
And,
Christmas, Kwanzaa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I think I'm happy. I think I'm most thankful that Fender didn't stop at the Stratocaster and they continued to make guitars
Ah,
and finally came up with something that I can play.
which is, as we all know, the Starcaster.
Yep, the
Yeah.
Duo Sonic
The Duo Sonic.
for people with small hands.
What is it about the Jazzmaster that you like Jags too, right?
I do like
hey,
Jags.
You
They're
Jags.
very similar guitars. People will say they're not, but they're very, very similar.
I thought the bodies were identical until we looked at them.
Yeah, they're not.
Oh
but,
yeah,
but they're close enough. So the first Jazzmaster I ever owned, I I went to my local music go round down the street looking for. I needed to get a Telecaster output jack, and so I went there.
So you wait a minute. So I know where this is going. You went to the music store to buy a Telecaster jack, and you walked out with
A Jazzmaster.
Yeah.
So they had a used Japanese one. This is way
Okay.
back when you could get that stuff fairly cheap, and it was $300. And I went, oh, this other guy that I know that plays music here locally has a Jazzmaster. It seems like a really neat guitar. This is fairly affordable. I think I'm going to take it home. And as soon as I got home, instantly I knew that was the guitar for me.
Wow.
It was just like, oh, because I had a Telecaster and I had a Strat, and I was actually building both of those at the time. I was
Okay.
assembling them much like this.
Yeah.
And the Stratocaster was done, but I so I got that dumb guitar, and instantly everything that I had a problem with the Stratocaster was gone. The knob wasn't in the way.
Yeah.
The tremolo arm wasn't in the way. I could palm mute as
Knob.
much as I wanted to, and it just made my playing life as a beginning guitarist, even though I'd been beginning for like a decade. I was the guy that used to go to guitar lessons and wouldn't play in front of the instructor because I was so nervous.
Wow.
But it all of a sudden my life changed, and I could actually concentrate on the fundamentals of playing the guitar and not struggling mechanically with it.
So would you say that the Jazzmaster put the fun back in fundamentals?
Yes, absolutely.
What about the Yamaha SG? But before we do, yes, Carrie.
Oh, Joe McCarthy
Hey, Joe.
is thankful for his Beetle Kill Casanova.
Ooh, Joe, that's right. He has the cool blue Beetle Kill.
He has
daily
the
driver.
gray Casanova, and he also has the blue
Yes.
Daily Driver.
Did he buy one of the Beetle Kill Strats?
No, he did not.
Chris Ernst bought one of those, and,
And
another guy bought a
somebody
different
else
one.
bought one. Yeah,
Yeah.
He claimed he was running out of money at that point,
Shit. Well, you know what?
and that's a real thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carl Engstrom is
Hey,
thankful
Carl.
for Sunday nights with TTG
Oh, that's cool, Carl.
and
Thank
whiskey and beer, and I'm right there with you. I'm
Did
the whiskey
Carl-
and beer.
you. Yeah. Did Carl say that he liked a certain guitar that?
No,
we
it's
could
just
talk
Sunday
about?
nights, Sunday services.
Yeah. Sometimes it's cool. So what about the Yamaha SG? And why don't you
Well,
like the?
let's
oh, we have another one. Okay.
Yeah.
Mrs. Toast is about
yeah.
to break it down.
I know. Well, David Kelly said he's new to
Hey,
the
David.
channel. Welcome.
Thank you.
Bienvenido. Super impressed with the amazing guitars you make / sell. And I can't wait to come to Colorado for one of your classes.
Cool.
Are you doing any new daily drivers for Black Friday? He joined late.
We have 2 daily drivers that will be available on Black Friday.
Not quite yet.
Well, no, they're actually for sale right now. They're both on the website. One is just a very, very plain daily driver, and the other one is wildly cool Mudflap Girl F-hole daily driver.
Oh, nice.
And I'm gonna make such good deals on some of this stuff. Chris's head is gonna explode. I think you're not gonna be very happy.
I may actually buy one of them. I've been saving up my pennies for a while.
I think that Ike wants to buy that one.
Yeah.
From
I don't want
Flipside
to buy
Music.
that one, but there's another one I got my eye on.
The green Frenchie.
No.
That one's gonna be. I'm
not telling anybody.
blowing this stuff
I'm
out.
not telling anybody which one I want.
So we are probably not going to be
Black
doing any
Challenger.
brand new. Yeah, the Black Challenger is going to be up. There's going to be some wildly amazing deals.
The Mudflat Girl didn't sell.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Nope. But it will. Oh, it will.
Oh.
Oh, it will.
You want to know what guitars I'm grateful for?
I
Does
do,
anybody
yes.
Care? Any guitar that any one of you people good out there in the world buy. I'm grateful for that.
Yep.
I can buy my dog food.
Yep.
Yeah, and stuff like that. That's cool. Pay
Yeah.
the mortgage.
This is how we earn a living. So yeah. So we thank all of you guys for being here and buying guitars from us. It makes all the difference in the world. Yes.
I
ma'am.
said that several times this week during class.
It's true. It really is.
This is how I make my living.
Yeah. This is how I scrape by in life. I
don't feel like I'm scraping by.
no, but it's a hustle.
Well, I work really hard.
Yeah.
And but I'm good with where I am right
Mm-hmm.
now, which is pretty neat.
I mean, I'm not a wealthy man, but I really am happy in what I'm doing. And it's something that I've really wanted to do for a long time, and life just kept throwing me at it, and I eventually got to it.
I mean, I got a brand new 20-year-old car.
Yep. Yep.
There's
You
not a
sure
single
do.
thing in my house that doesn't need fixing. But well, there's some things that don't need fixing. But
Didn't you get yet your washing machine took a shit? You had to
no,
get
it's
a new
my dishwasher.
Yeah.
No, I've had my washing machine since it's older than the brand new 20-year-old car.
You know what? You've had your washing machine since the day you were born. They're called your frickin' hands.
Yeah. I bought. I'm still sitting on the same couch that I bought in 1992.
Yeah,
which
in,
is yeah
in the
big,
20th
the big
century.
blue couch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We
ma'am.
we got a blessing
From who?
from Carl Engstrom.
Hey, Carl.
May the guitar gods bless y'all in your ventures.
Thank you so
I
much.
accept your blessings.
I do too. I hope that,
graciously.
that they will, and I think that they have in many ways. So yeah, without YouTube, we couldn't do any of the stuff that we do. YouTube really makes this all possible.
What is it, Rock Mount?
Rock Mount shirts,
Yeah.
yeah. And Patreon is another thing. Everybody who supports us on Patreon, they're sort of the elite Texas Toast helper outers, and you guys really kick ass. But just watching the videos and sharing the videos with people, it makes all the difference in the world. So thank you for that. What else? So SGs, Chris. Let's talk.
Yamaha
What
SGs?
you don't?
Why am I
you think
thankful
you think
for
you're better than
Yamaha?
Carlos Santana?
Well, that's a later iteration of the guitar. I just think it's I've always, in some ways, I've been like right down the popular line. Mm-hmm. I'm sort of that way with Fender. I'm sort of that way, but there's part of me that likes to be slightly different than everybody else.
Sure.
And have my own thing. And my own thing in the world of guitars is 66 and 67 Yamaha SGs.
It's peculiar.
SG2, SG3, and I have a new thing where if a guitar comes up for sale, a Yamaha SG2 comes up for sale, and it's an affordable price, and that has gone from rock bottom cheap to a lot of money. I will buy that guitar. I will own that guitar for a little while.
You are the custodian.
I am the
of
custodian of all
the
Yamahas.
Yamaha SGs.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and I will get them, and I will repair them, and caress them and pet them and call them my friend.
And call them George.
I don't
Yeah.
know if I have any guitars that I'm like that particular model. I'm super. There's a lot of guitars that I've fixed that didn't deserve to be because they were
Yeah.
so badly
Yeah.
unfixable.
Uh-huh.
But I fixed them because they needed to be guitars. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So a fella that I haven't seen his name before is Jimmy Ray Hawkins.
Hi, Jimmy Ray.
God, I love that name.
Uh-huh.
That's a great name. I hope it's not just a handle. I hope it's your real name because it's cool as
His
fuck.
mama named Jimmy Ray.
Always have respect and admiration for Texas Toast folks. Badass, coming from an ex-Fender custom shop dude back in the 80s. Thank you for all you do.
He worked at Fender Custom Shop, or
That's
he
what
had a
that's my
Fender Custom
takeaway.
Shop.
And Doug said,
Hey,
when
Doug.
you do what you love, it's not just a job, it's fun,
Nope.
and time flies. You know what? You haven't spent a lot of time in the shop.
Doug has spent more time than most.
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
Back in February, right?
July, but yeah.
Well, you saw the
Same
fights,
thing.
and it's not fake. It's not drama
Yeah.
made for videos.
Yeah. We really try to. What people say this a lot when they come to the class. They're like, "You guys are like what you're like on the videos, but you're like that in real life."
Yeah.
And that to me is a cool. That's a cool. It's not a compliment, but it's a cool observation, and I'm glad that we. I don't want to be like a phony phone call guy on YouTube. That's not cool.
Yeah, we're maybe a little louder, a little more lively, like for the hour, but we're that all the time
Yeah.
for the most part. I mean, not every second, but
What-
this is pretty much me.
People, the older I get, the more I'm like, what you see is what you get with people, and
Yeah, and yeah.
yeah. That's cool. We love Fender. Everybody thinks that we hate Fender, we hate Gibson, we hate Paul Reed Smith. Nothing could be further from the truth. Those guys were our inspiration, and we bought their guitars. They didn't buy ours.
Yeah.
It's like so.
Well, and we're working on a jig today, and the entire time, and I never said it, but I'm like, I wonder how Fender did this. Back
Yeah.
when. I wonder what kind of jig they had.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen that picture, and I know that they had a jig, but I haven't seen
A
it.
fixture.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are one of the videos that's coming out soon is some neck contouring stuff, and I think that you guys will, before it's all said and done, see a really crazy contraption that we're gonna make. I bet you. What do
Yeah.
you think? Do you think are we gonna like stick with the simple, or are we gonna upgrade to the let's just go big and
I don't know. As I'm even talking about this, I'm thinking back and I'm thinking, I think I've seen the picture of the thing I'm talking about. And yeah, and it was a custom cutter.
yeah. Well, send me links to that and watch those other videos that I
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh. And it was, as we were talking, way simpler than
Yeah.
but the guy that used it was pretty highly skilled in that particular tool.
It's funny, we came up with something today where if you're a guitar builder and the chisel or the router or the fret press is the tool, then that's one way. If your CNC machine is the guitar builder, then that makes you the tool. And I'm not trying to say like, you're a tool if you use
tool.
CNC. That's why everyone's going to
What
take
do they
it.
say on how it's made?
A worker.
Oh, a
yeah.
worker. A
But-
worker puts a
but
piece of wood
yeah,
in the machine.
The fact of the matter is that if your machine does not require any skill, and I'm not saying CNC, everybody gets this wrong. They think I hate stuff, and I don't. But if your machine does all of the heavy lifting, then you're
not a
the guy who just puts it in there.
The
You're
assembler.
You're the worker.
Yeah, you're the worker. You're not the guitar maker. And making guitars is it takes some doing.
It does. That's, I think, the number one thing that everybody that comes to one of our classes realizes after 5 days is, oh, there's a lot of stuff
Yeah.
to do to make this a guitar. There's 2 full days of neck work.
Nothing but
And
neck.
that's starting with something that's, I don't want to say a long ways down the road, but if we could easily add a 6th and a 7th day
Easy.
doing all
Yep.
the stuff, all the neck work, all the
Yep.
okay, we're gonna glue up these boards.
And that's what
we're
it would
gonna,
take. Yeah.
Sand down these fingerboards. We're gonna
Yeah.
fret these fingerboards. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of work to make a guitar out of stuff,
Yeah.
out of wood,
Out of bits.
out of whatever you make it out of.
You know what would be cool?
Colored pencils and resin. That's a lot of work.
That that yeah.
Jawbreakers?
No. You know
that
what?
one was easy, but
You know what would be cool is if we had a calendar that was Texas Toast Guitars, on location, and then maybe some like pictures here in the shop
yeah,
of like people doing stuff. You know what we should do? Like get really hot ladies to do it.
I don't know anybody that can do any of this for us.
Yes, you do. Guys, this is kind of premature, but we are working with Steve from Gears and Gals magazine,
Which is
and
no longer a magazine.
it's no longer okay.
Nobody's
that's
got
what it used to do.
the pinup pop.
Pinup pop.
Pinup pop.
Yep.
And we
He's a
are
man
going
of
to
many talents.
work on a probably a little bit risque Texas Toast calendar with models.
Betty Page girls.
If you think pinups are risque, then
Some people do. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
We're not exactly super, Puritan
Yeah.
here.
Who doesn't like cleavage?
Yes, ma'am.
Gay guys like Gay guys like tits. Come on.
Yeah.
So Doc says,
Hey, Doc.
if you can walk away from your machine while it works, then you're not a craftsman. In my opinion, you guys are craftsmen.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, yeah. I mean, everybody says, "Oh, I like CNC because I can do other stuff while it's going." Cool, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
here's some questions about the calendar. Spread eagle or no?
Probably not.
No. No, it's more like maybe Pirelli tire thing, kind of esque.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Aaron's
I know
like,
exactly what it's going to look
Aaron's
like.
like,
but I'm
I'll
not
buy
saying.
one. Yeah.
Cool.
And I think it should be a new genre every year. So this year is going to be rockabilly with the pinup girls,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then we can have the disco chicks, and then we can have like punk chicks
I think it should just be
You can
me and
make-
Chris
you
in
can do
different
all that.
shirts.
with cutoffs for life.
Yeah, cutoffs for life. There should be 1 month should just be me in cutoffs.
that'll be the 13th month, the following January, right?
June
The
number.
free,
The first week it's
Yeah.
gone.
The first
free month of the
week
calendar.
it's
Oh, I gotta
gone.
get a new
Before
calendar.
you get
and
your
it's gonna
next
get a-
calendar, yeah.
So these will not be ready. There won't be 2021 because, as you guys can imagine, that's right around the corner.
Yeah.
And Steve's a professional photographer guy, and he's got to get like all of his people together and stuff.
And we got to build 12 guitars.
As it turns out, we're not gonna build that many because he wants to have some of them come here and like do stuff like they're working on the machines.
Oh, that would be even better.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
Like
So-
Rosie to the Riveter kind of shit.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
that'd be
come up
really
a lot
great.
this last week.
She
Rosie the
has,
Riveter.
yeah.
She finally came out of the closet. Her name's not really Rosie.
She's a lesbian.
No, I mean like.
That's usually what you mean when you come out of the
no,
closet.
She came out of the closet about being Rosie. That was me, and she's like, I don't know how long.
Chris, let me-
Haven't we known this for a while?
I don't know.
It was somewhat recently.
Okay.
I don't know.
Don't question me.
No.
Okay.
You're the one who said, yeah, listen. So anyway,
I don't know why it was a secret.
so
to
wouldn't that be
begin
cool
with.
though? So we could go to Kansas City where Steve is the main Mac Daddy,
Mm-hmm.
and we could do some stuff. He's got some locations there with like hot rods and stuff. And then he said he wanted to come here and get some people to do some stuff in the shop and with sexy guitars and.
Mm-hmm. If my
sexy-
deuce and a quarter don't make this calendar, I'm gonna be pretty
Oh
pissed off.
damn!
Yep.
That's gonna
I'm
be
just saying.
That's gonna be the cover of the calendar.
Nah, it
It's gonna
doesn't.
be-
No, it doesn't need to be a huge thing, but
Oh, it's
but it
gonna
could
be
be
a
a
thing.
part of it, right?
For shizzle.
You never, I'm my hands are tied. Steve is the art director.
I'll
on
start
this,
hitting him
Chris.
with pictures of the deuce.
Do.
The perfect
Yeah.
picture of that one is the motel on the way to Nebraska or in front of that
Nebraska.
outpost.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
So, are there any questions before we wrap it up for today with what
Oh my
your
God,
thankful
it's like
guitar and
almost
stuff?
6
It's
o'clock
we're
already?
getting
Well, that
these
flew by.
these things go by quick.
Sometimes
y'all.
they go by fast, sometimes not so much.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to really. It's not a reflection of the show.
It's the
or
topic
podcast.
sometimes. Oh,
Maybe.
wait a minute. One thing, because this week, so this week coming up, Thursday's Thanksgiving, we will not be doing a live Q&A guitar building and repair.
On
video.
Oh, on
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, yeah. I'll
'Cause you
do
guys
one
aren't
from
gonna
my
be there, yeah.
home.
You guys
Hmm.
gotta give us some time to wind down a little bit on a couple of days. And so I know that I said that we are always going to do it on Thursday, but I'm sorry, but this time
this
we're not
Thursday
gonna be able
probably not the best day to do it.
We have some other stuff, and I know you guys have other stuff too.
Yeah, no.
I have to read all the hate mail from that guy who calls me names.
Yeah, can we
Oh
get
my
this
God,
Thanksgiving
there's-
dinner done? I gotta watch these two dorks on YouTube.
And tell them how stuck they are. But this is like, it's so entertaining. It's like $10 college words all littered all through it. It's very,
Oh, the
it's like
hater.
a soliloquy,
Yeah.
it's like Macbeth, like.
You want to know what the most entertaining thing though? So all the hate mail that we got and all the class stuff that we did and all the good stuff that we came up with this week. You want to know what the best thing, the most entertaining thing that happened to me this week was?
Yes.
Well, as you know, Tuesday was my birthday. And I got the most entertaining birthday message from Devin Riddle's daughter, Emberly.
Emily.
Sent me.
Emberly.
She sent me like a thing on Facebook or to
Instagram or something.
Video message.
the video message,
Oh,
and it was
man.
her and her sister, and they wished me a happy birthday, and then they said I smelled like farts or wet farts or something. So,
Wet farts.
Emberly, if you are watching, thank you. That was the best possible birthday message I could have gotten. So thank you very much.
Yeah, I got up early in the morning to make some cinnamon rolls and some shit, but your wet farts trumped it. That was
Sorry.
awesome.
The wet fart song
Sorry.
to Matt. On
Yep.
his-
I'm
on
not
his
I'm
50th.
not I'm not bitter, man.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
trumped
it's
it.
funny.
Yeah.
It was a funny thing from a sweet young lady. So, yeah. So
I think they watch you on the big screen, and she thinks you're.
I think her dad watches, and we
Well, I
just she
think,
just
I
had
think
she
she and her
drifts
dad
through.
are they're tight.
How old is Emberly? Do you suppose? I don't have
I don't
any
know,
idea.
maybe 7?
I don't.
Is that
Emberly,
right?
if,
I don't
if
know.
we're saying
7,
it
8,
wrong,
9.
then I don't know. I don't know how old you people are. I don't know what youngsters are by looking at
I
them.
think she's 3.
I'm pretty
She's 14.
She's older than 3.
14.
No, she's not 14.
I think she was. I want to say she's like 7 because Emberly's the younger one,
She-
right?
she is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Months?
Yeah.
I don't know. That would be a year.
She's a very sweet young lady. So yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a kismet, spirit. That you know what I mean?
Yes,
Like, yeah.
she and I think that farts are hilarious.
And I think Devin loves that and is clinging on to that as long as he can.
Because
He
as long
should,
as his
yeah.
little
That well.
daughter talking about farts,
Yep.
That will
he really
fall
doesn't have a
away.
whole lot to worry
Yeah.
about. Wet farts.
I don't know if
Tell
Devin's
them.
watching or not, but yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him.
Okay.
We'll
I don't
find
think
out.
I have anyway.
He might be. Yeah, he might be.
Oh, here he is.
Here he is.
Strudel, she's watching you right now and on the big screen.
See?
She's 7 and she'll be 8 in a couple of weeks.
That's
There you
Yeah,
go.
cool.
see,
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
hit the nail right on the head.
I guarantee he smells like wet farts right now.
And you keep talking about wet farts
Yep.
and play sports.
Yep, I'm right here.
Fart man.
Study science and math.
Fart man. All right.
All right,
Well-
we good?
I've opened another beer,
Oh, I gotta get one too.
but I think we've got to be getting close to being done, aren't we? I think.
You can preach as long as you want. It's your Sunday service.
Yeah, but I think we're done. I think
So,
we're winding down.
I
We've
have a little
got.
quick thing. Somebody
Yes,
said
ma'am.
to me that I needed to have a little segment.
Oh, a missed Sunday
Thing
with.
I can't
segment?
remember. Yeah.
Oh, you
Miss
thought this was the Miss
Ben's
Thing show.
This is the Oprah show. No, but how can I possibly have a segment when I don't like putting on makeup on Sundays?
I don't know.
That's the whole point.
A
There-
segment
Okay.
from behind the camera.
Yeah, where
So-
it's just Matt and Chris
I
Yeah.
going.
was thinking maybe I can give all the good people out there a Sunday lullaby to end the evening.
Oh, that's
That may or may not help
that's
you
such
sleep.
a bad
don't
idea.
know.
I can't tell you how awful of an idea
How about
that is.
just a once a week dirty limerick to end the show?
Maybe.
There what? All right, Emberly, go out of the room.
No, you can't do that.
No,
Yeah,
can't
keep
do
it. Yeah. Is there anything before we listen to Mrs. Toast Caterwall? Nothing.
What are the specials again? A couple of questions about the specials. Did I miss the special? What are the specials?
The specials. You
Your
mean
Black
the
No,
Friday.
there's,
Do
there,
Black
we are
Friday
not
deals.
releasing that until the Wednesday.
yeah.
So it's a big, big
Black
freaking
Friday
teaser.
reveal deal reveal.
What I can tell you though, that if you imagine what you think I'll sell the guitars for, the low end of that's what I'm gonna sell them for.
DVD players from $10.
So SS
Yeah.
is like, oh, happy Thanksgiving, Matt, Chris, and Mrs. Thang.
Miss
Love
Thang.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got a handful of guitars that we're going to be deeply, deeply discounting. Think like I can't believe they're selling them for that.
It's got to be
For that
broken.
money.
It's so cheap.
Yeah,
They're not broken.
we're going to be. Let's see. Every archive video, I'm going to one thing. You get all the archive videos for one stupid low price. We're going to do a discount on all classes coming up in 2021. And if you are a returning student, you get even more of a discount. Let's see. Everything on our Teespring page, we're going to have at deep discounts. And now
a new
these,
T-shirt at a really great price.
yeah. Now these offers are not. It's one offer per thing. It's not like I'm going to buy all these things and have you ship. No, it's one per thing. No, not good with any other offer. Okay. And
But
and
you could buy a cheap T-shirt and a guitar.
Sure. And we're going to be doing that at live from Flipside Music, the great American guitar store. And Ike is going to have some very special Texas Toast buyer code things, and you can get Black Friday deals on some of Ike's stuff too. That'll be so cool. So
Yeah, that will be cool. Just for
you
yep, yeah, that'll be cool.
who is watching right now. So that's what the deals are going to be. What else, ma'am? Anything else?
No, I got my own thing going on.
Well, guys, we will see you Wednesday, if not before, from Flipside Music, the great American guitar store. We're going to be live there talking about all the good stuff. I think at 5 p.m. or right around there, everything's going to go live. You can like just start buying stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I've got it figured out to where it'll just like automatically go on sale at that time. So be ready. You'll be able to get deals Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Saturday morning, it's over. If anything's left, that's tough. I'm not.
First come, first serve.
Yep.
So,
Thanks for watching, you guys. We will see you in just a few days. We've got so much stuff to do here. If you're one of those guys who's like sends me a message, hey, what's the status of my guitar? Working on it.
All right. Well, here's the thing.
Working on it.
You've heard about the soliloquies, the like Shakespearean proportion emails that come.
Yep.
So, and how much for a guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the
just be as specific as you can,
Yeah.
and you've got to weed through the. Other
I
stuff.
have a lot of emails I have to answer.
Everyone's
so,
personally answered by Matt.
eventually. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in a few days. This is Matt at Texas Toast reminding you that life is short. You might as well have a cool guitar. And in a few days, they're all going to be on sale. Talk to you all soon. Thanks for watching. You guys have a great week and a great Thanksgiving.